Karen, how's it going? I've got your astrology chart all loaded up here. I am so sorry for getting started on this kind of late this week. Can't even begin to tell you because that would take too much time. Nothing horrible and egregious, but needless to say, I am getting horoscopes out with the help of electrical tape holding my camera together. So Mercury retrograde strikes hard. So I'm looking over your chart info here, and you say we're still unemployed. Personal finance and money is getting low, and so you continue to look for work either as a virtual assistant position or a job in Bloomington. Normal. I'm currently working a part-time virtual position to bring in some money. Let me know if you see my finance improving me now through September. Okay. Let's have a look. Could we just please look and see what the hell is going on when it comes to... I have no idea what is the hold up here. Karen Banno's finances. What is going on with Karen Banno? Her job and her money and her finances. What is going on with your finances and job? Show me her finances and her job. I'm just going to dive right into it. I'm not even going to start with the astrology because I want to look and see what the hell's going on with the cards to see if there's anything that, maybe starting with the astrology, I'm missing. Okay. That's odd. So right now, there's not a whole lot of activity going on, so that's why I'm a little confused. We've actually got the Chariot card reversed and the Five of Wands reversed. And I'm feeling like what's happening as far as your current circumstances are concerned, yes, we do have to find a way to, of course, get something remote. But the Chariot card reverse is indicating that one of the biggest holdups here as far as this is concerned is that you're not actually looking as far as you should. There is something that could actually be presented to you as an opportunity, but there seems to be some kind of block, or maybe not necessarily a block, but a boundary or a border we have to transcend. On a purely technical level, I'm looking at your environment with the Four of Swords. I'm wondering if maybe this could be some kind of clue. Our schedule may get thrown off a little bit by what I'm looking at in our daily schedule. It may be that we have a chance to do this work, but possibly for a different time zone. Okay, so this may have us getting up earlier, but getting off earlier as well. And this could very well, be something that shows up here as we get into what looks like August, because we've got this Ten of Swords upright and the Six of Cups reversed. And so we're having sort of a weird, rough transition, but as we skate into your birthday time, it is going to get a little bit hectic, I think, as far as, being able to accommodate this. But when we talk about a time zone, it's like, okay, so you're in Illinois. If you were to do something for the West Coast or, even possibly, even on Mountain Time, we're still kind of getting thrown off. We're operating on another time zone altogether. I don't know if we're already doing that, but it seems to be a direction that the cards are asking you to move in. So please show me what else we need to pay attention to. Clear. Now, where is Karen Banno going to get her next job? What's going on with Karen and the pursuit of work and a new job? Traveling the energy around from now until mid-September 2019. Could you show me from now until September 2019, Karen's finances, her pursuit of employment? What does she got to know about what is possibly going to be available for her? Could you show me Karen Banno and her pursuit of a new job? Could you There will be a job coming actually within the next, again, by the end of August. I am seeing you leaving your virtual assistant work. I don't think you're going to be doing two jobs at once. You're going to have to quit the thing you have now to take on the next one. In fact, honestly, with the Three of Cups and the Ace of Cups, I am seeing again that there is a connection that you have, a social connection that you may be in contact with either right now, or we may have recently communicated with this person online. I know that could be anybody. That's just how these cards work. Because there's actually something that we start talking about in July in Cancer. We're in Cancer for another 9 days, so that's a pretty quick window turn. Mercury is retrograde in your 11th house right now, so I'm wondering if this might be also cueing you to, again, reach out to friends who don't live in the state, who don't live in the area. Put some feelers out there. Again, we have this sort of almost going back to the past, but at the same time, maybe not the job. If it is the job, it could be connected to somebody like that. But again, we're crossing a time zone. It's not saying whether or not it's forward or backwards, but it's there. The Eight of Pentacles upright is indicating that, yeah, this is going to be something that's connected to you through conversation. And I'm looking at, hold on a sec. I want to see something really quickly because something actually is, I may have caught something in your chart, funny enough. Mercury is actually in a square right now in your 11th house of friendships and social networking to your natal Jupiter and to your natal Venus, which rule both your 4th house of home and family and your 2nd house of earned income. So again, there's like an old friend, either again from childhood, someone we've worked with before, that I feel like we have a chance to actually get a recommendation or some kind of referral from. This is something you don't necessarily find through looking through the want ads, the classifieds. This is something that's going to come through your social network. And again, this does sync up a little bit with what we were just talking about within Cancer, within the next 9 days. Now, the Queen of Swords reversed is kind of interesting here. I'm seeing that this particular person, I'm getting the impression that they're actually going through something not necessarily painful or bad as it relates to you, but this could be something in recent history. This may be somebody you've chosen to leave alone for a little while because of what they were going through. This could have to do with maybe a breakup, a divorce. The Page of Wands upright and the Hierophant card are indicating that this would be somebody who was related to or connected to maybe one of your government jobs back in DC. So that might be the direction we go in. Now, again, the job they produce, I don't know if it's out there working remotely or, again, working remotely in another capacity, but there's something that they're connecting to. I don't think it's going to actually be holding. You're not going to necessarily have a hard time getting the talk, though, because the Temperance card upright is indicating that you actually are kind of getting blended in to, you're actually kind of answering not necessarily a problem that she's having, but the person she's referring you to. Because I'm feeling like with the Eight of Pentacles, again, if we could accommodate that time change, we could do this from home. Let's see if we can't find out a little bit more. Looking at your chart, I feel like, and I don't want to say this to be like, I'm not trying to sound pessimistic, but there's a part of me that's almost hesitant to keep going back to the astrology. If we keep getting, yay, and then we keep also feeling, no, like it's not happening. And I kind of feel like the cards are going to be a lot more helpful in a circumstance where, again, we just don't know what's coming or going. All right, and kind of getting that nuance. Could you please show us Karen's hunt for a new job? I want to see what's going on with Karen. Is she going to be okay? By what means is she going to find this new job? This could describe the woman, the type of job, the arrangement we have going on with them. What do we got to know about Karen's pursuit of, new work? What's going to happen here? This Mercury retrograde is going to be actually advantageous to you, by the way, so I don't want you to be concerned about that. But What is going to happen with the pursuit of work for Karen? Again, it's in Cancer. We're in Cancer right now. It's kind of bizarre. I am seeing you in, I wouldn't necessarily call it like a virtual assistant kind of thing, but maybe there is sort of like an account management or organizer type of status here. Because the Five of Wands is indicating here that you are basically servicing multiple locations at once or multiple areas at once. And I am seeing again with the King of Cups, this is happening now. The Knight of Cups, I'm sorry, the Knight of Pentacles upright. I feel like this may not necessarily be strictly related to government. If it is, it would be handling something to do with distribution. I'm not sure if this is distribution of money, distributions of maybe materials for things like, conservation districts, environmental stuff, public assistance, public health, welfare, things along those lines. But there's sort of like a big focus on just I'm getting distribution from this person or from this card, and yeah, almost handling, I guess you could say, a dispensation of again benefits, something along those lines. Sort of a jack of all trades, though, when we talk about what kind of stuff we're handling. So it's all just kind of funneled through one office. I'm feeling like this is actually going to be not necessarily so much an assistant to a single person, though I do see you'll be answering to usually tip one boss. It could be that the organization itself handles this, and therefore you're their assistant, and they're kind of working through this all with you, or it's a regional team of some kind. But I do feel like it's going to be something that, with the Page of Wands upright and the Ace of Cups upright, this is quite possibly something that I don't know if you're necessarily driving for this. I do think that there would be something close by, but again, it's almost handling some things out in a way. You know how like the IRS has like an office, and like I think I mail my tax payments and my tax returns to Utah from Seattle. It's almost got a weird vibe like that. I don't think it's the IRS though, because I got nothing around that. But so I couldn't get that specific for you. But I don't think that's where you're going anyhow. But I do feel like that's what's coming up, and I do honestly think that it is through this social connection. This may not be something you want to leverage. You may not want to talk to people about your social, tell people in your social life what you're doing, what's going on there. You don't have to tell people the grisly details. But I am seeing that the 11th house is what is actually creating this for you. And again, it is going back to at least a certain area of expertise that you've had before, connecting to you to somebody that you had worked with before. That is what is opening up as an opportunity. Okay? So hang in there. I hope you're doing okay otherwise. I'm glad you got something to hang on to for now, but let's see if we can't get you somewhere a bit more permanent. All right? So you take care, Karen. I'm going to format this and get this uploaded as quick as possible for you. Take care.